Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Alice. I love to talk about money, and even if you're not new here, I have not picked up the camera in a long time because I spent basically the entire month of June traveling. I went to Europe for the first time with my husband and then his family for part of it. It's been really fun, a very busy and exciting month, but I think I'm ready to be a homebody for the next little while. No trips, nothing crazy. Yeah, I really just don't want to do anything right now. I kind of just want to chill and relax and have a good time. And yeah, so, okay, let's not get too distracted. Today, we're going to do my mid-year money reset. I haven't done one of these before, but I watched a couple before this video to see what I should talk about and kind of what I want to do. Yeah, so today we're going to go over big expenses and income, like the things that took up the most of the income this year, as well as investing and saving and housing costs. I'm going to talk about financial goals, and that includes current goals, like where we're at with those, and then set a couple new goals maybe for finances for the rest of the next 6 months of this year. I feel like you always start off so strong when it comes to finances at the beginning of the year, and then by summer you kind of don't want to open your laptop, you don't want to look at anything, you don't want to be responsible, maybe, I don't know. You just want to have a good time, and there's a time and a place for that. So I think it's good to have a little bit of relaxation when it comes to maybe goals, maybe give yourself a break a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna hit the ground running in the second half of 2025. And then we're going to talk about how I felt, like more money psychology wise, how I felt, what money narratives I've started tapping into, and how I feel about money going forward, and how I felt about it the previous part of this year. So wow, could not have said that any better. Maybe more concise, but not better for sure. All right, so without further ado, subscribe, and then we can get into income, investing, savings, and all that good stuff. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the numbers right up here on the screen, but we're gonna start off with take-home pay. Our take-home pay, well, background, me and my husband have 1,000% combined finances besides our 401ks, but we do have joint investment accounts as well together. Our combined income for the first 6 months of this year were $47,512.01, which is really exciting. So that just includes our money that we get from our jobs and then bonuses. So I'm not that phantom cat hair. No, not a phantom. I actually got it. You can't see that in the camera. I'm using an iPhone. Anyways, so I'm not including like birthday money or rollover money for the month or sinking fund money. That's just pure and simple money from our jobs, which $47,000, I'm actually shocked that it's that high, which is unfortunate. Like I should feel like we're making that much money. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't feel like we make that much money. I don't know where all the money is going. So I guess we'll find out right now. Let's get into the other numbers. So the total that we saved was $7,775, which is 16% of our take-home pay, which, yeah, 16% is good in my mind, but part of me is like, why aren't we saving 40%? But I just don't know if you can live your life saving 40% with our housing expenses and our food expenses and our living expenses. Like, I just don't know if that's something that we could ever do. But like, part of me is like, yeah, 16%, why aren't we saving more? But let's keep moving. Okay, so our invested this is including pre-tax, like before it hits our pay, like our bank account, and then also our investments that we have, like our Roth IRA. So that was $11,400, and this of our total pay, not just our take home, since I'm doing some pre-tax stuff, that's a 15.6% investing rate, which is pretty good. Again, I'm like, why is it not 25%? So this is really good that we're doing this, because I honestly thought we were investing more, but that's okay. We can take care of this. We can figure out what to do, but also maybe 15% is a good number. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I feel like I'm being so negative about our finances. I just feel like I'm so surprised that the numbers are the way they are. So, okay, and then total debt that we paid off was $7,500, and that is 15.7% of our total take-home pay. So if you guys are new here, my husband and I, we bought a car from family, so we didn't actually have to take out a loan. They're willing to just have us pay them back, and we've been trying to pay them back as fast as humanly possible, because you know, when you go into business or financial transactions with family, things can get a little bit, not dicey, but like it can ruin a relationship, and I don't want it to do that. So we are trying to pay it off as fast as possible in a professional manner. So that $7,500 has gone towards the car, and we only have $2,500 left. We bought the car for $10,000, which to me is an absolute steal. So those are like the investing, saving, in debt. Those are like the core, I feel like, health metrics when it comes to your like financial health. Now let's talk about the top 5 expenses that are in our expense category on our budget. Like, what are the top 5 things that our money is going to every single month? So we will start with housing. Housing is definitely the highest thing that we like, the thing that's taking the most of our money. I literally cannot speak today. I was at work and my boss like asked me a question, like, what do you think about this? And I'm like, like I literally could not speak. So I'm not surprised that I can't speak right now. The grand total of our housing, like our mortgage expense, was $17,677. So I'm really glad. I've never added that up before. So for the first 6 months of the year, that's how much we spent. So it's interesting to see that that is more than our investments, our savings, and our debt that we paid off. So a lot is going towards our house, and that is 37% of our take-home pay, which I feel like 37% is actually not a bad number at all. Before I got my raise, we were at 42%, so 37% still seems maybe a little bit too high. Okay, the next one is, so this one really surprised me. The next most expensive expense was fun over bills and unexpected and everything. I was very shocked. We spent $7,926 on fun, which now I'm realizing doesn't make any sense because we saved up $10,000 for our vacation and we use that as fun money. So something's not adding up, but that's about 17% of our take-home pay. Okay, you guys, this like brings in a conundrum. I'm so sorry I'm being so negative about my finances right now, but when you save for a vacation, you feel so good because you're saving money, but you're actually just, the moment you save that money for a vacation, it's basically like you're spending that money on a vacation. So part of me is like, that's why you have money, to enjoy it and to use money to create a meaningful life. But then the other part of me is like, am I really saving that much if I'm saving for a vacation? Saving is only saving if you save it for your emergency fund or investing. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you feel like it's still saving, or is it just fun if you are spending that savings on vacation? I have no idea. Okay, the next thing that we spent the most money on, so there's 2 things. Our bills and our unexpected were pretty similar. So we spent $3,780 on bills, and that's 8% of our take-home pay, which, let me think about what I want to say about this. Our bills include a lot of things. We have all of like house things, and then Wi-Fi, and then insurance, like car insurance, life insurance. So it's not just like utilities, it's our bills, my gym membership, that's like $16 a month. So I feel like it's honestly not too high. And before we moved in, I didn't know how much money we were gonna be contributing towards our bills / utilities every single month, but I feel like it's actually at a really good place. I don't know. Do you guys feel like bills are a big part of your budget, or do you feel like they're just kind of a small thing? Because I feel like for me, that kind of seems like a pretty like small thing for bills. I thought bills would be so much more than that. Okay, unexpected was Whoa, no, it wasn't. Unexpected was $3,767, and that is about 8% of our take-home pay as well. Which, the fact that we spent $3,767, like when we budget unexpected, it's just like completely unexpected. We have no idea what we're gonna spend that money on. Sometimes we do use like the leftover for fun, but the fact that we've had almost $4,000 of unexpected expenses this month that we didn't have to take out of our emergency fund, we just used the unexpected line in our budget, which is $350 a month. That is, I cannot express to you guys how important it is to have an unexpected or miscellaneous line in your budget, because you would be bleeding your emergency fund dry if you budgeted every dollar without having any leeway in your budget. So I don't know, I'm just such a big fan. I'm such a big fan of unexpected lines in your budget. And then the last one that I wanted to tell you guys about that I'm so proud is our groceries for the first 6 months of the year were only $2,103, you guys. I don't know, I'm so proud of us. That seems so low. We keep it to $400 a month. Well, June was a little weird because we went on vacation, so we spent our like vacation sinking fund on eating out. Yeah, I can't believe when what do I even want to say about this? I don't know. in a world where inflation has made groceries so expensive, and inflation is curbed for sure, but we're still feeling the effects of groceries because our paychecks haven't gone up as much. The fact that we're able to shop at such an inexpensive store, you guys, Winco is so freaking cheap because it's such a bad experience. It makes you not want to buy anything. And the food is cheap. You can buy it in bulk, like unlike Costco, where Costco you buy in bulk, but it's just like the fanciest, nicest brands. At Winco you buy in bulk and it's like no brand. You just like do the thing and the food comes out and then you like twist it and tie it and like write a number on it. Like, and you have to bag your own groceries. It's so inexpensive. And also my husband goes grocery shopping because when he goes grocery shopping, he does this crazy thing where he follows the list. Who knew? Like, I don't. I like go crazy. I start buying everything. So I just think I'm so impressed that we only have $2,100 of groceries this month. And then a caveat, we do go to Sunday dinner every week or every other week. So then my in-laws, they feed us that day, just one meal. And then my husband's grandma, if we have time, we go over to her house on Thursday and we like do yard work for her, fix up things in her house, trim her cat's nails, and she'll take us out to dinner, or she'll feed us like Papa Murphy's pizza that she has left over. So there are 1 to 2 meals a week that we're being fed. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but it's a YouTube channel. What else am I gonna do? Also, I definitely prefer videos where people chat a lot than when they just do a super long montage with music over it. I'm like, okay. Anyways, I'm getting so off track because it's been forever since I've filmed and I love talking to you guys so much. Okay, let's go over financial goals now. So I'm gonna tell you guys our current financial goals and then maybe make a new financial goal. We'll see how I'm feeling. But right now, our main priority is to pay off our car. We have $7,500 paid off of it. We have $2,500 left to go, and we're trying to, our initial goal is to have it paid off by the end of July. It's definitely not gonna happen because I think we'll be like $1,500 short or $500 short. I can't remember. I haven't made my budget yet for July. I've been all over the place, not really on top of it, but we'll be a little bit short for that. So we'll probably have it paid off at the end of August, but still good. And then our next goal is to have the emergency fund funded up to $18,000. Right now it is $12,300. I think we're gonna be able to put $1,000 in it next month, which will be great. So I'm looking forward to that. But basically our main priority has been to pay off the car. We've been so hyper focused on that we've kind of neglected our emergency fund, but we are I'm getting a little bit insecure. I'm feeling a little uncertain about the future in regards to some of our financial things because I'm making a little bit of moves in my life and that definitely impacts our finances. So I don't want to tell you guys about it right now because nothing is set in stone and you guys probably know what I'm talking about. And I'm being uncertain about the future. So I suddenly have a really strong desire to just up our emergency fund in case anything happens. And then my third goal was to contribute $3,000 to my 401k within these first 6 months, and check, I did that. Woo, yay, super exciting. That's the power of automation, people. I didn't even think about it. I just had $500 a month go towards it. And then the fourth goal is to increase my 401k contribution, and I actually don't know if I'm gonna do this. I'm feeling uncertain about that because I feel a little bit stressed out and I want to increase our emergency fund. But my new goal, which you guys, if you watch my last budgeting video, which was literally eons ago, I was like a baby when I filmed that because it was a month ago. I can't believe I've been a month without filming a video. But I tried to set up sinking funds, but then we went on vacation, so I didn't really do it. And then now I'm feeling uncertain about the future again. Sorry to keep saying that, but yeah, so I have not started our sinking funds yet, but I think it would be a really good idea to have them. It's just, again, like, one way to cut back on expenses is to cut back on certain sinking funds because, like, you don't have to buy the nicest gifts for people. You don't have to buy the nicest Christmas stuff. You don't have to do all these things. So sinking funds are super nice because when those opportunities do happen, you can buy things without really having too much pressure to like find a place in your budget for it. But in the end, the ultimate way to save money would just be not to buy that stuff anyways. So yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna start small and I'm gonna set up our cat sinking fund because that's a very small amount. And that can be like a step in the right direction for us. But again, I'm just like really wanting to hoard money and keep in our emergency fund. So with that segue, let's get into how I felt about money the first half of the year and how I feel about the next half of the year. So I think for the first half of the year, I felt really good. I am proud of myself. I went from making $1,400 a month to now making $1,400 a paycheck, which is pretty awesome. But that is like a good thing that happened this year. We also saved up completely for our vacation, so I was feeling really empowered when we were on our vacation. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of good things have happened for us. Money-wise, I do feel like a lot of the time we just tend to have extra money and we're given extra money and we just, I don't know. I feel like that's happened like 4 or 5 times this year where it's like, oh wow, like look at this influx of money that came from somewhere. I don't know. It's just been really great. Yeah, so that's kind of how I felt the first half of the year. You guys know this uncertainty that I'm talking about. You probably know what it is, but you can take a guess. Everyone's gone through this probably. But as of right now, I have been experiencing absolute financial, emotional whiplash when it comes to money. That was emotional whiplash when it comes to money. That's what I've been experiencing. Where one moment I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to like do XYZ. That's gonna be so embarrassing. Like, I don't think I should make any plans for the future. Like, that's so stressful. And then the other part of me, like one good thing happens that's leading me towards my goal. And I'm like, oh wow, like we're gonna be totally fine. I'm probably gonna, be making more money and everything. So I just feel like I need to like take a step back right now and be like, on Friday, I felt horrible, like literally horrible. I was like thinking about future things like, oh, I want to hang up some pictures. And I was like, we probably can't afford picture frames in the future. Like I was so sad. And then something happened I was feeling sad on Thursday. Then something happened on Friday that was good news. And suddenly I was like, oh, we're going to be so great. We're going to make so much money. Like, this is amazing. I can do whatever I want in the future. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys ever experienced that. I just feel a lot of emotional whiplash when it comes to money recently. I don't do super well with uncertainty. I don't do super well with change. Yeah. That's my life. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. Bye.